welcome to Uprising News, the show where we share the latest planned news from Uprising Family Gaming. Let's take a second to introduce our Fire Team of Bakers. I'm BFouts82.
Yeah, and this is Big D112358 here. Really excited to be here doing this thing live this time around. This is going to be a lot of fun, fellas.
Yeah, no room for error. This is CauCajun Saint right here, just flying in right now. Gonna wreck some shop in Iron Banner.
That's right, this was good timing doing this on an Iron Banner week, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is Laspeofreason here, and as they say, let's do it live.
This is Damian Nash, trying not to talk over everybody.
Alright. Hello, boyos. This is Mitch Windoo. We're gonna kick some ass and make news.
Whoa!
Never mind.
PG-13.
Live beep, live beep.
We're gonna kick some bums. We're gonna gently.
So, anyway, everybody, welcome to episode 8 of Uprising News, and we're excited to bring this one live here. We will, after the fact, we'll grab the recording and post it on YouTube as we usually do, but I figured this would be a fun way to show some Iron Banner gameplay and just have a little fun with people that might be out there watching as we're doing this on the Project Fenrir Gaming Twitch channel, which is great. How's that stuff been going with you guys, by the way, before we get into everything else?
Damian, go ahead.
It's been going pretty epic. I've been a little bit having to do things on the backside, having some wrist issues and whatnot. But aside from the wanting to change names to Arthritic Gaming, everything's been going good.
That's great. Good to hear it. So the direction of this show and what we're going to do today actually came from some conversations we had around what was going on with the E3. We were all talking about a lot of the games that we were reading about, which was really exciting. And, Damian Nash was talking about how, hey, we should do a live show where we, talk about some of the games that we reacted to most strongly and are most excited about. So, our first segment here, that's kind of what we're going to get into. And if anybody has ever seen Damian Nash anywhere on the internet or in the clan in the past 2 or 3 weeks, you already know that he's pretty excited about Sea of Thieves. So why don't you kick off our reactions to those games by talking a little bit about Sea of Thieves, man?
Alright, so when it comes to things like Sea of Thieves, we got all these community title games coming out. We've been playing big time, like we've been playing Destiny, The Division. Well, Sea of Thieves, even though it's an Xbox One exclusive, will actually probably be a console seller just because the fact that it's being prepped. Rare hasn't made a non-Connect title, original IP since basically Perfect Dark. Hey now. And so what they got given the go-ahead to work on something, and they've been working on a game. We saw it last year. We saw like a little preview for it. Well, this year they had a contest where they brought in a bunch of people. They got to go out and
what's going on, B?
They recorded live reactions to the gameplay. And one of the things that we kind of figured out through that was that here I'm actually going to go in and try to read some of this stuff while playing. If I had to guess, what would be one of the biggest draws for E3? It's going to be Sea of Thieves. Most of the people who played the game will came out just dying at last. It didn't matter if they couldn't figure it out or whatnot. They just said it was pure fun. That's a big deal when it comes with the games. But we already know, so we know it's going to be an MMO-esque title. So it's not being labeled as an MMO, but MMO light, so to speak. Right now in the test realms, they're doing 3 teams of 5, so you got 5 people to man for these ships. So the boats are random. So right now it's Test realms are using 5-man realms on the boats with randomized instances of contact between 3 crews in open seas. We know there will be a community hub similar to the tower in the region. Definitely, these hubs will be home to mini games and much larger population of sea drinking games and stuff going on there.
Getting my ass up is what's going on, B.
Sure.
Yay!
When asked about it, you can tell the difference between CSCs, the developers say those who become very proficient in sea combat will look much different than those who, say, embark on more of a PvE lifestyle, so like doing the raids and whatnot. All in all, the game is looking to blend PvP and PvE elements in a smoother fashion than the more recently released title, The Division.
26.
Every report from those who got to play at the E3 that even though it's in the early stages for the title, everyone is left laughing and having a good time. I myself may or may not have some sweet pirate swag sitting aside, waiting to wear it for the launch and stream. Basically, this game is going to offer another avenue for clans and groups of friends to go out there and show their, have just another event. It could be pretty cool. So I'm super stoked about it, and I'm actually working on nabbing a couple of the guys who got to test out the game to appear on the Destiny podcast.
Yeah, I have to tell you, for all those reasons that you were just listing off, I'm pretty excited about it. Well, it just seems like a whole lot of fun. And, it's a little bit of a different experience from a lot of the other games I play, where I tend to be a very PvP-ish, competitive multiplayer kind of game. But that just looks like, let's get together and have some fun. So, I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it. It looks pretty great. Speaking of those PvP type experiences, the one that kind of has me really curious and excited is actually Titanfall 2. When Titanfall 1 came out, I ended up playing that, I think, a lot longer than a lot of folks did. I know kind of the popular knock on Titanfall the first go around.
No, we're recording
really
Uprising news right
there
now.
Just wasn't enough to it. I happen to be of the school of thought that I would rather a game take a less is more approach and do a smaller number of things and do them really well.
I've almost won.
And I think that Titanfall fell in that category. You see a lot of their games that launch with a million different options and game types, and maybe they don't all run smoothly, or they have, server issues or whatever. Titanfall was just rock solid right from the beginning. The really good weapon balancing. That being said, it looks like Titanfall 2 is really delivering on that full promise. It looks like they took what they learned about, trying to come up with this whole new way of being much more fluid in your movement, and making this great experience, online and having everything running rock solid and everything else. Taking that learning experience from the first game, and now in Titanfall 2, adding in all those things that everybody else was kind of hoping were going to be around in the first game. A lot more Titans, and everything's much more customizable. And again, just looking at the footage, Reed, and looking fluidity of movement. If you go back and watch those videos, you see there's one where somebody's just a pilot, and they're just cruising from a room and running on the walls, and shotgunning this guy and then dropping down and attacking a Titan, then jumping back off of that, and it's just it's the kind of fluidity and that you don't see a lot, and it has me really excited. Laps, I knew you kind of had the same sort of feelings about it, right?
Yeah, absolutely, Big D. I couldn't agree more with everything you said. Titanfall was the first game that really got me into my Xbox. I bought the Xbox One when it first came out, and about the only game you could play was, what was that, Rome Uprising, or whatever it was, which was horrible. It was like a cinematic, pound a couple of buttons, game was over, and then Titanfall came out, and it was a a lot of fun, but it was well before I joined the clan. So I'm really excited to jump into Titanfall with some guys who I know play it and do some of the multiplayer to really get a taste for that. Because if you are able to create a good player team, do some strategy, I think you can really wreck at that game, where before it was just kind of run and gun and hope that I didn't run into a group of 3 or 4 guys who were just going to wreck me.
Oh man, I'm super excited to get into that game too. That was the first game that I even tried to stream at all, and I still have a couple of saved videos where I was just wrecking shop on that one. So yeah, all this talk of Titanfall 2's got me wanting to pop in the original.
Yeah, for sure. And, I think that last what you were saying also about having a lot of strategy in there. That was a game that I played before I was in Uprising. So, I was just running that solo all the time. I really look forward to being able to take some of the team dynamic that we have developed when we're playing games like Destiny, where, we're not doing it right now because we're talking about a lot of other stuff, but, usually we're calling out, hey guys, let's try to hold down this point, let's take B and C or whatever it is.
I know, it's got to be killing CauCajun right now.
Yep. I wanted to call out strats, but I was biting my tongue.
You know what? Before we get into this next one, just a general rule. I think what's been working in games past is if we just pick one spot to hold down and we try to let the enemy come to us, that tends to put things in your favor and clash. Let's keep that a secret, though. Don't tell anybody. I don't want that strategy getting out there,
It's not broadcasted in multiple arenas.
Yeah, just keep it between the 6 of us.
I kind of want to know how CauCajun is, even if his callouts low.
The recording trumps callouts right now, so.
Huh?
Mitch, he's on mute and he's secretly calling out.
He's shouting like, dang it, guys!
Dang it!
Go see!
Show the Iron Lords what you're made.
Nash would stand still.
Now, Mitch, you actually, getting back to the E3 stuff, you reacted pretty strongly to that Spider-Man trailer, huh?
Usually I just ignore the Sony stuff, but I was watching the trailer and there was one reason I talked a little bit about Destiny there, because Activision or whoever didn't have a booth, and they're like, oh, they'll probably just do it for this. So I'm like watching that, and then I see that trailer come on, and I've always been really big
am I
games, and like that game was awesome. Like, it's kind of been really the last couple of games, really crappy half-effort stuff, and I'm just excited for a game that has a studio dedicated to making a decent Spider-Man game and not just one based on the movie.
Yeah, that would be nice. That's a franchise that, you're right, if done well, what fun. So, hopefully it is done well. Speaking of games that I'm hoping are done well, I have only watched a little bit of the kind of news that's been out there about Record, but I'm hoping you're going to get me pumped about it right now, Fouts. So, tell me about Record. Why are you excited?
So Record is going to be awesome. It's kind of a cross from everything I've seen with trailers and other things that I've read. It's like a cross between Star Wars and Wall-E. So the two of those worlds combined, it's just absolutely awesome. The biggest thing about it is it starts out called Far Eden. So pretty much the Earth is in peril. It's in a distant future. We have different people who get sent out to different planets to see if it's you can live on it. I don't English. I don't English. We're going to talk to Big D about that. Anyways, as my daughter says, English not fun. But anyways.
I know English.
So, the planet of Far Eden has these crazy. How do you guys do this and play each other at the same time?
I ran back and forth in the circle.
We obviously aren't because we're losing.
Okay, yeah,
That's right.
I'm going to read this real quick. So, it takes place on a planet called Far Eden. It has amazing graphics, and you have different pets/companions in the form of these little robots. The robots can be interchangeable, and you get them through your cores that you get. Also, the ever-changing landscape is going to be, sandstorms and things like that. And these sandstorms will open up new areas and new places that you can go and explore, and new dungeons. It's also, and this is one of the biggest things I'm excited about, is it's going to be one of the first Play Anywhere titles that you get. So it's going to allow you to buy it on your Xbox and then play it on your PC or anything like that. So if you're traveling and you got a laptop, you'll be able to play it on your PC and not have to worry about packing around your Xbox all the time. So that's really one of the biggest reasons I'm excited about it, besides the graphics and just the way it looks when the game plays.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see Microsoft capitalizing on the fact that they're on PCs and that whole cross-platform play between PCs and Xbox. I think it's a genius move. The fact that they are using Windows 10 at the core of both Xbox and obviously Windows gaming, using that to their advantage, I think it's great, because if you can buy a game once and play it in multiple places.
Now you have to buy it digital.
As a dad.
So buying the disc will not benefit anybody anymore. But if you buy it digitally, you'll be able to do it on both.
Yeah. Well, that's fine with me. Personally, I've been buying digitally because I just like not having a shelf full of more to play. But also as a dad, I got to share my TV that I have my Xbox on, and
thank you.
So to be able to have a game that I could go play when somebody else is on the TV doing something else.
Heavy ammo inbound.
This will help out families also that don't have multiple Xboxes as well.
Heavy ammo available.
For sure.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah. See, look at this. I'm not paying attention either. I didn't go get heavy. This is hard, by the way. I've actually just got a bunch of kills while I was talking, and I did not think that would ever happen. I'm sure I'll balance it out. Yeah, see, there we go. I just died. Comes back around. Yeah, this is hard to do, but it's pretty fun. Anybody else have a game that stuck out to them from E3, or
what was that, Mitch?
Anybody else have any other games that really stood out, or?
The Left 4 Dead, the new one, the Left 4 Dead 4 is going to be pretty awesome. One of the things they did in the game is now going to have 4-player co-op. Now, the last one that came out, they brought a 4-player co-op mode to it, but it was more of like a kind of an arena combat. The new one will be able to do the whole mission mode, like searching the whole map, in 4-player co-op, and they eliminated the time clock that was traditional with the Dead Rising game. I think I said Left 4 Dead. I meant Dead Rising. So Dead Rising 4 will have 4-player co-op and no timer you have to worry about. So you'll be able to really enjoy the zombie slaying mayhem.
That's great. That's really exciting. Yeah, I didn't get too into those games, but I've always sort of looked at them with curiosity. This might be the one that I finally jump in on, get into. So it looks like a lot of fun. Cool. So I guess cruising along a little bit here, we also have a bunch more new members to mention this time. CauCajun, you want to take that?
Surrender, Guardian.
Sure. After I get my on the brighter side medal. It worked out pretty good. Don't talk, slay people. So now we'll take a moment and welcome the new members of Uprising Family Gaming. So we have 3 new members of Uprising Rogues, Boomhauer 007, I the Whisper Wind, and FN Viking. And then for Uprising Dads, we have Snake Balls and Funky Monkey. So we have 5 new members, and welcome new members.
Yeah, it's great. You know, we've still been adding a lot of folks, and even though we tend to play a lot of Destiny in this clan, and Destiny is in a little bit of a lull, it's nice that we still have a lot of new folks coming in and wanting to get in and, you know, playing some other stuff. I know we still have some people playing a lot of Division and whatever else, so, you know, anybody out there that's interested in finding a great clan full of nice people who want a good time, that's us.
Yeah, now let's get a win.
Yeah, because you can also join a clan that happens to do very well on Clan Wars in the Iron Banner. Cajun, did we do it again or what?
Technically, yes, because although we're in the middle of an Iron Banner right now, our 3rd Iron Banner victory never got announced on news. So that's sort of a mea culpa on us and the catch-up for us announcing the 3rd victory we had in Iron Banner Clan Wars. So back in May, we crushed our 3rd straight victory. We beat number 2, DoD the Unknown, by 710,000 points. And a distant 3rd was KOTP 5 million behind us. So that makes a lot of people feel good. So our top performers were most matches and most control zone captures was Southern Road Dog. He had both of those. He had 148 matches and 636 zone captures. That's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. So most points and most points per match and most headshot kills all went to Skinny TU. He had most points with 1.406 million. He averaged 14,961 points per match and had 882 headshot kills. So he was wrecking it, all wave station forms. And our KD leader, again, William Strange, will somebody take him down? He had a 2.35 KD for the entire Iron Banner. And rounding it out, our highest match winning percentage was Jeremy 1482. He won 83.3% of his matches. So the last group of people I want to shout out to for the Iron Banner victory is going to be some people. I want to start calling these sort of in the theme of Gruden's Grinders from Monday Night Football. Cajun's Spicy Grinders. Grinder of spice. Get it? So these are the members with 100+ matches during Clan Wars. And so during our 3rd victory, it was Here for the Pizza in chat right now. Mitch Windoo, Flawless Desi, Gnomish Brigand, Alchem Razor, Fluffy McKickass, and Southern Road Dog. Congratulations to everybody in Warmine and everybody that was the top performers and the grinders. So good job, everybody.
Iron Banner Clash.
That's marvelous. Yeah, it should also be noted that right now, what is it? It's a DoD Unknown, right? Props to those guys, because right now they are just absolutely destroying everybody in this Iron Banner this go-around. We are in 2nd place, and I believe that's still true, right? Are we still in 2nd place right now?
Yeah, we're still in 2nd.
Cool. So, you know, I'll still be proud of the 2nd place win, don't get me wrong, but those guys are just, I don't know what they ate for breakfast this week, but I got to eat some of that stuff. It must be.
They're Bungios.
Oh, okay.
Or no, what's the cereal that what's his name? Professor Broman.
Zurios.
Zurios.
Zurio, yeah.
Funny. So anyway, yeah, hopefully we can turn it up a little bit here these last couple days of this Iron Banner, but I gotta tell you, if we keep screaming and trying to have conversations while we play, I don't think it's gonna work out. I think I went like 6-14 in the last game, so I don't think I contributed any points there. Oh,
I'd
so
say
bad.
just keep this on for stream and then
Yep, there's
no
a
more
couple
talking.
of guys. So, yep, a couple of guys in their side of Mohawk, a couple of guys Window. I can call out things now.
General Cajun, take over.
Alright,
So,
well, let me
so
get
why
over
don't we
and,
do this? I'll go ahead and say
I can-
I'll give our little wrap up for Uprising News, and we'll probably just post up to about here on YouTube. But I'm definitely down to keep playing for a while and keep streaming here, fellas. If you guys are into it.
Oh, absolutely. I can
Oh, yeah,
start
man,
yelling
even
at myself.
after we
Is that behind you,
don't,
Kyle?
Even after we don't keep the stream, we can keep streaming on Project Fenrir Gaming for a while.
Awesome.
It's not often
Ooh, well,
we get all
listen.
3 of the admins in here.
That's true. Well, listen, guys, thank you very much. This was a lot of fun. I had a good time, and I'm not going to go anywhere. We'll keep playing, but again, this will kind of wrap up our 8th episode here of Uprising News. So, on behalf of Uprising Family Gaming, this is Big D112358. And we also had everybody else here, CauCajun, Mitch, Damian, Beefouts, and Laspeofreason. Thanks, guys. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for having us and allowing us to host for you guys. It's a real pleasure. So.
Hey, no problem. You're a member of us just as much as us.